what is an even more important point than anything I could talk about the gaming space in crypto? This is what we need to talk about. Skibbity coin.
Which leads to the question, what about Skibbity coin?
Everybody.
I
That's
thought
it.
that was a joke until I'm told there already is a Skibbity toilet coin. And once they make the Skibbity coin, the Skibbity toilet movie, will Skibbity coin go to the moon? We don't know.
Oh my
But
God.
why is Bitcoin more valuable than Skibbity coin? It is today, maybe not after the movie.
He's gonna have a stroke, everybody! Be careful! He's gonna have a stroke. Okay, for real. This guy's really out there talking about some Skibbity coin. First off, he's a shiller. He's shilling tickers right now. He's shilling Skibbity coin. The second thing, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency ain't going anywhere, brother. I mean, I'm sorry, but they're all over fiat currencies, and they're all over, you know, these US Treasury bonds and stocks and all those different things. But no, well, what about Skibbity? Come on. There's too many people that just like to doubt things the second that there's negative price action. And there's just people historically, when it comes to Bitcoin, they're always roasting it. They're always like, oh, but Bitcoin, you know, only half the world uses it now, and it's only used as, you know, reserve currency for pretty much any government that is struggling. It's always some garbage that they like to spew. And the problem that I have with this is that no matter what, inevitably, crypto is inevitable. You could try all day to spend billions of dollars trying to combat this. But at the end of the day, in an hour ago, there's an Ethereum flag on Wall Street. So unlucky Gary, he couldn't go ahead and combat us. And there's also so many people that I keep seeing on my comments talking about the gaming markets and how, oh, you know, like it's not going well now and I'm losing my money on my gaming coins. I've got to tell you one thing only, and that's that if you cannot stomach losing 50 to 70%, then you don't deserve the 2, 4, or 5x's. That's just how it happens in the crypto space. And also, a lot of these currencies are propped up through various catalysts that have come over time. I find it amusing as a creator when I see maxis in an industry complain about being down after that industry runs up hundreds of percent. I mean, crypto gaming was an absolute moonshotter in the beginning of the year. And even if you look at like Immutable right now and you look at the alt chart, this thing was down at what, 50 cents, even as low as like 40 cents. It's at $1.50. It's doing pretty good for where it's at right now. If you just held the thing for the rest of eternity, you'd probably be doing all right. But of course, there are better currencies in my opinion. The thing is, there's so many people that look at the videos and they're like, oh, but you know, the 100x videos, I saw this coin at 100x and you know, it hasn't gone 100x. My friends, that's potential, 100x potential. I think you should take profit on 5 to 10x if you think it's 100xing. If you think it's 10xing, you should probably take profit on 2 to 5x. And if you think it's only going to 2 to 5x, you should probably be taking profit when it 2x's, you know? There's too many people that are becoming victims of the game. And the game is pretty much that founders and these people making these crypto projects are going to be making most of the money at the end of the day. You know, they're taking the risk to try to build these little coins out, right? And you as an investor, you've got to think in the mindset as an investor, not someone that's delusional and is just going to hold these gaming coins forever because we think the games look pretty. We have to invest into gameplay. Absolutely. I think it's important, but you know, you got to realize profits. In early 2024, I invested around $120,000 into over 30 crypto gaming projects. And before you go, oh, you know, you're going against your principles, you're holding too many crypto gaming coins, you're supposed to be holding less coins. The answer is that I did late stage investments. So I did investment rounds. If you're wondering how you can even get into those, there are many launch pads that exist that I actually got through it. For example, a big one for me was 𝐶deFi. 𝐶deFi, it's this gaming project over here. They had a ton, not this one. Let's look up the right one. Yeah, it was 𝐶deFi over here, and they're doing pretty well right now. I think they're going to have a comeback with AI and then inevitably gaming once the gaming market kicks back up in Q4. But it's very accessible getting into a lot of these investment rounds. People make it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. There's allocations being given all over the place when it comes to investment rounds. So I've realized about $70,000 since then. What I ended up doing is that on, the tokens TGE, which is when it actually launches, I took profit on, the 10 to 15% that they usually gave me out of the 100% of my investment. And that helped me get a lot of my investment back. And now, I have a lot of money that's still kind of cooking and unlocking over time. That's something that you need to understand. You don't need to be loyal to these currencies. Even if you think a crypto can go up 100x, you should still definitely be taking profit. If you have 90% of your bag locked away for a year and you have 10% of it that gets unlocked but covers the rest of it, why wouldn't you be taking profit on it? So I've become of that mindset a lot more. It was a couple months ago when I really got into that. But I think it's important to keep in mind the reason why people are investing into, these gaming coins right now. And that's because, do I have it here? Okay, here I do. VCs don't invest into gaming coins for the gameplay. Retail doesn't invest into gaming coins for the gameplay. You're probably not investing into gaming coins for the gameplay. You're putting your hard-earned money because the game is supposed to take care of you. It's Web3, not Web2. There's too many crypto games that are prioritizing just the gameplay and not really giving their community the resources they need to build up the coin and the project and give it, organic attention. One of the main pros of building in crypto gaming is that you're able to use the speculators so as to help your game grow as it's still being built out. Speculators can speculate. They're at a free market. They have the right to do so. You build your project. You make your awesome utility or whatever you're ending up doing with your crypto gaming project. And then that community builds it up over time until you're actually ready to launch an awesome game. But if you forget the first part, then you're not going to be able to get to the last part. If you don't have the money and the funding and the strategy to actually get this thing up, then what do you expect your community to do? They're investing into the gaming coins for the speculation that one day the gameplay will be good enough. But they're not investing only because of gameplay, because if they only invested into a game because of gameplay, then they lose all their money. It's not just gameplay, it's the economy as well. I think gameplay is important. I just don't think it's there yet. And I think right now people are just looking for pumps. They're looking for token performance or other external narratives. A great example of that is Pirate Nation. Pirate Nation right now, the token's doing well. The community is very happy. They're continuing to play and they're hitting crazy user numbers. Their gameplay is okay. I don't think it's incredible. It's just all right. But it's still getting tons of users playing it because they took care of their community and they gave enough ammunition for their community to help grow and amplify what they've built with Pirate Nations. An incredible example for any crypto game looking to get into the space right now. And that's what we need more of. We need more plays like Pirate Nation. I think Pirate Nation is going to be an absolute banger of a play in the cycle because of that. And so this is the mindset you need to kind of come into, where we need to invest into gaming coins because of the token performance narrative that's coming within them, versus just getting into something because it looks pretty, because things that look pretty might be overvalued, unfortunately. They will look pretty at some point and actually be valuable, but we're just not there yet in terms of the gaming space. So you want to accumulate these crypto gaming coins right now when they're crabbing, when they're not really doing much, they're just kind of boring, so that when the market actually ends up running, if you're patient enough, you'll be doing pretty well. And I have a ton of gaming coins. I have over 30 crypto gaming coins, as you can see there. So I've set myself up to be able to capitalize on whenever the gaming markets end up running. Am I still getting into more investment rounds for gaming? I explore them, but right now I'm pretty conservative when it comes to that. I would much rather be late but right than early but flip-floppy. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'd rather know for certain that gaming is going to come back. I'm almost certain it is, but I'd rather wait and deploy my capital when something like Pirate Nation hits another all-time high and continues to run and all gaming coins are doing moonshots, than buy them now and then have it dip to like 15 cents. Because if it dips to 15 cents, then I get a much better entry. At the end of the day, though, it's about time in the market. So both approaches are perfectly fine. I just find when I'm looking for my entries, I'm looking for some level of certainty that it's going to go in my favor. A good example of this would be, Ronin. I think Ronin's going to be an absolute banger of a play. I don't know why Ronin isn't valued more than Immutable. In my opinion, Ronin should be the highest market cap play in the entire crypto gaming space. They have the most volume. They have the most users, they have the most everything with on-chain metrics. They just got hacked for $600 million, so people are a little bit hesitant about them. But they've come back incredibly strong, and in my opinion, deserve a much higher standing. That's just going to be something that comes with time, but that level of certainty for me makes it a lot easier to invest into something like Ronin versus something like Decentraland, where their user base has kind of died out and there's not a lot of attention being put there. Just because they're both in the same market cap doesn't make them as attractive. And just because Decentraland gets more volume than Ronin doesn't make it a more, attractive investment from that standpoint. It's about understanding that the community has the ammunition to push Ronin, and because Ronin has made it easier for the community to actually promote Ronin, it has organically gotten it as big as it is today, at a $700 million market cap. Just using those fundamentals to invest into these crypto gaming coins, waiting for these validations, waiting for them to begin to run, getting into them, making your money, selling at 2 to 5x's, 10x's, depending on where you're at, holding that moon bag for wherever it might come, and honestly just enjoying games. I've been playing plenty of crypto games. I don't think they're there yet in terms of gameplay. I still think we've got at least another year to go before we just become a bunch of gameplay maxis. But we're getting there. We're getting it when it comes to crypto gaming. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section in regards to it all. See y'all next time. Stay classy, and that's all.